Hey Dad, with today's daily crypto news.
Well, we've got a pretty good message from the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, that pretty much confirms what I've been saying on our channel for quite some time. Stable coins are going to aggressively perpetuate the dollar dominance and ensure that the US dollar continues to be the world reserve currency for a much longer time than most other world reserve currencies have ever gone on to live in the world. So I think this is exciting, but it is about US dollar dominance. Check this out.
Justin, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent believes crypto is not a threat to the US dollar. Quite the opposite. I think there's a very good chance that crypto is actually one of the things that locks in dollar supremacy.
And that's key, dollar supremacy. So keep with that in mind, just taking that nugget of information, and then you think back to how cryptocurrency was created and the mystery. Who's Satoshi? Nobody supposedly knows, yet countries are going to put reserves in Bitcoin, right? But nobody knows who made that. And the biggest wallet holder of Bitcoin is this mysterious Satoshi. They're going to leave the balance or the trust in their national current reserve currency in the hands of a person they don't know who it is, but they've got the biggest wallet of it. They can tank it and rug pull it anytime they want. I don't think so. I think this whole thing has been from the get-go in the works to ensure US dollar supremacy. And once you know that, once you understand that, once you look at the people who are actually working over at Ripple, and you know how many connections they have to the United States government in their past careers prior to working at Ripple, you begin to understand and see a pattern that suggests, yeah, I mean, of course, that makes sense. The U.S. government would want to ensure the strength of the dollar and the continued supremacy of the U.S. dollar. And what better way to do it than to create stable coins that are going to be required to buy U.S. treasuries to back everything they issue one to one, right? So they're going to have to they're going to have to buy treasuries and even cash and cash equivalents to back every dollar issued by all these companies and nations that want to set up stable coins. Now, these stable coins are going to need to run on networks. And they're going to choose different networks in some cases. But if you're going to choose a network, aren't you going to choose a network with the deepest pools of liquidity and the most interoperable relationships around the world? Right now, that network is XRP Ledger, the XRP. And I mean, you can choose to be able to work on other networks like Ethereum or Solana or Sui or Binance. But your native blockchain needs to be the most interoperable and the most liquid of them all. Right now, as I mentioned before, it is the XRP Ledger. So let's hear it from Secretary Bessent's words in his own words. Jesus Christ, man, I always mess that up. Let's check out the video. Don't forget to let us know what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, bookmark. We'll see you guys on the next one. Till next time, adios, amigos.
There's a new book called King Dollar. A journalist who's followed Treasury for about 40 years.
Yeah.
And he talks about every time there was a narrative that the U.S. was going to lose reserve currency status, why it's never happened.
Mm-hmm.
And
because crypto, that seems to be a threat to the dollar, doesn't it?
I think it's the opposite.
Oh, really?
I think stable coins could reinforce dollar supremacy, because with stable coins could end up being one of the largest buyers of U.S. treasuries, T-bills. Mm-hmm. So all of a sudden, if you are using a stable coin in Nigeria that's backed by the U.S. dollar, you don't actually have to have dollars. It's on your phone.
All of a sudden?
So I think there's a very good chance that crypto is actually one of the things that locks in dollar supremacy.
And is that why it was crucial that Donald Trump get involved in crypto rather than trying to constrain it like Joe Biden was?
I think constrain's too mild a word. I think make it extinct.
Oh.
So this administration's commitment to digital assets, it's innovation, because there's so many other things that happen around digital assets. And also, it's one of those things that it's one of the most important phenomena that's happening in the world, and the U.S. just ignored it.